Hello students, good afternoon everyone. So today's class we will discuss the instruction and instruction sequencing. Before going to start this one, so in the last video or in the last class we have seen that chapter number 3 IEEE 754 floating point number representation. So in that two types, first one is the single precision format, second one is the double precision format. So in that single precision format there are three parts in that format. First one is the sign, you can represent in a single bit or 1 bit. Second one, exponent, you can represent 8 bits. And third one, mantissa, you can represent 23 bits. So that is the 0 to 32 bits for what single precision format. So second one, double precision format, you have to double that one. So that is the 0 to 64. So sign, you can represent 1 bit. Exponent, you can represent 11 bits. And mantissa, you can represent 52 bits. So you have to remember or you have to by add these bits. Okay, so only you can remember single precision you can represent 32 bits and in double precision you can represent 64 bits. So also we have solved some examples which are related to what representation of decimal number in the form of single and double precision format. For example, if they are provided decimal number 100, so first step is what? Convert decimal number into binary number. Second step is normalize the number, and third step is single precision format or double precision format. So you have to follow these steps. Okay, so then you have to combine all the bits and you have to represent that binary numbers. Okay, so I think in the last video we have solved two problems. I hope you people are understanding that problems. So you can take any decimal number and you have to solve that single precision and double precision format. Okay, so today's class we will move on to the instruction and instruction sequencing. So what is the instruction? The task carried out by a computer program consists of a sequence of small steps such as adding two numbers, testing for a particular condition, reading a character from keyboard, or sending a character to be displayed on a display screen. Means what? For example, if you want to write some program in C, so first you have to open that software for what? Let's see. Then go to the file. So you have to save that file. So then you have to write some program, addition of two numbers. You can take two variables and you can take two numbers. You have to add that one. Okay, so adding two numbers. So then whatever that result is there from keyboard, you can read, and whatever that result is there after your final result addition of that numbers, it will display on your screen. You can read or you can sending that character to be displayed on screen. Okay, so this is the instruction you have to do in computer program. So next, a computer must have instruction capable of performing four types of the operation. So if you want to instruct that computer, you are having what? Four types of the operations. First one, data transfer between the memory and register. You can take some instructions: move, push, pop, exchange. Second one, arithmetic and logic operation on data. Okay, so arithmetic operations are addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and logical operations are and, or, and not. Apart from that one, XOR, XNOR, NAND, NOR. Third one, program sequencing and control. So in that some instructions are call, return, loop, and int. Fourth one, input output transfers, that is the in and out instructions. So next we will move on to the register transfer notation, that is the RTN. So how you have to transfer the register by using that notations. So here we describe the transfer of information from one location in a computer to another possible location that may be involved in such transfers are memory locations, processor registers, or registers in the input output subsystem. That may be memory locations, processor registers, or registers in the input output subsystem. So most of the times we identify such a locations symbolically with convenient names. So we will discuss whatever that notations are there. Description is in the three types occurs. So that the possible locations in which transfer of the informations occurs are three types. First one is the memory location, second one is the processor registers, and third one is the register in input output device. So these are the possible locations in which transfer the informations are. First, memory location, processor registers, register input output device. So next, these are the some location names, hardware binary address, examples and description. So whatever that sentence is there, register transfer notation. So this is a table you have to remember. Okay, so first one is the memory, second one is the processor, and third one is the input output register. In memory, so hardware addresses are in binary, location, place and number. So example, R1 register in your location, so that location should be in the R1 register. Description, contents of the memory locations are transferred into register R1. So whatever that memory locations, contents of the memory locations are, that is the LOC, are transferred into register R1. That R1 stands for register, LOC stands for location. Second one, processor. So in that R0, R1, sorry, R0, R1, R2. So in example, R3, R1 plus R3 is equal to R1 plus R2. Add the contents of register R1 and R2 and places their sum into R3. So plus that indicates that sum into R3. So input and output registers. So hardware binary addresses are data in and data out. Example R1, that is the data in. So contents of input output register data in are transferred into register R1. So you have to transfer that is in the form of what? Register R1. Okay, so this is what locations, hardware address, example and descriptions. Next, if you want to operate instruction execution and state line sequence, instruction execution and state line sequencing, so you have to follow this figure, that is a program for C equal to A plus B. So we were going to start this one or this figure as you are going to observing. So what is the instruction execution and state line sequencing? First, the program is executed as follows. First one, initially the address of the first instruction loaded into program counter as shown in the figure. Initially you have to address of that instruction loaded into program counter. So that is the what begin execution here. That is the address and contents. I move A, R0, I plus 4, add B, R0, I plus 8, move R0, C. These are the three instruction program segment. Then continue that one, data transfer, data for that program for transfer, A, B, C. Okay, so second program executed, the processor control circuits use the information in the program counter to fetch and execute the instructions one at a time. In order of increasing the address, this is known as a straight line sequencing. You have to increase that address if you want to move on to the what? Next part. So the process control circuits use the information in the program counter. First it will fetch and execute the instructions one at a time. So if you want to increase that address, you have to straight line wise, you have to increase that sequence. So this is the second step in instruction execution and state line sequencing. During execution of each instruction, program counter is incremented by 4 to point to next instruction. So every time you have to increment by what? 4 to point to the next of the instruction. So if you want to instruction execution, so there are two phases for what? Instruction execution. If you want to execute that instructions, so first is the fetch phase, second one is the execute phase. So every time if you want to do that one, first you have to process fetch phase and second one execute phase. So what is that fetch phase? The instruction is fetched from memory location and placed in the IR. The instruction is fetched from the memory location and placed in the IR. Okay, so second one, execute phase, the contents of IR instruction register is examined to determine which operation is to be performed, and the specified operation in the performed by the processor. So in the execute phase, so whatever that IR is there, instruction registers is there. Okay, so you have to determine the which operation to be you have to perform. Means what? It may be add, or it may be subtract, or it may be whatever it may be. Specific operation should be there performed by the processor. Okay, so these are the two pages. First one is the fetching page. The instruction is fetched, instruction to be fetched from the memory location and placed in the instruction registers. Okay, so next, what are the steps you have to follow? So this is the diagram, or as shown in the figure. You can observe first address and contents. So addresses are I plus 4, I plus 8, A, B, C. And in I you can write move A, R0. These are the three instruction program segment. Second, you can increment by 4. So whatever your instruction says. Next, increment by plus 4, that is the I plus 8. I plus 4 add B, R0. You can take an addition, add instruction. I plus 8 again move R0, C. So in I you are taken the move A, R0. In I plus 4 you can taken the add B, R0. I plus 8 you can taken move R0, C. So these are the three instruction program segment. Then data for the program you can execute A, B, C. So a program for what? C equal to A plus B. So what are that? First move A, R0. Okay, so move A, R0 means what? Move the contents of location A into register R0, A to the register R0. So whatever that A is there, location, move the contents of location A to the register R0. So whatever that location A into the what? Register R0, you have to move that one. So second, add B, R0. So add the content of location B, and to register R0. So register R0, we can add the contents of location B to the register R0. So move R0, C. So move the contents of register R0 to location C. So whatever the data, move A, R0 and add B, R0. Add means what? Add instruction. Move is the one instruction. Okay, so first is the what? Move contents of location A to the register R0. You can move the contents of location A into the register R0. You can move that one. Take one number and you can move into what? Register R0. So means what? You can take one number, that is whatever, for example 5 in A. So that is moved into what? To register R0. Then add B, R0 means what? Take one more number. Okay, so that is what? 8 plus 5. Okay, so that is whatever 13. Add the contents of location B and to the register R0. Then whatever that result is there, move R0, C. So in C you can result store your 13. So move the contents of register R0 to the location C. Okay, so this is the process happening for what? By taking one example also, 8 plus 5, that is the 13. So that 13 will be stored into whatever C. So that is the move R0, whatever that result of R0 is there. So directly move to the contents of register R0 into location C. Okay, so I hope you are understanding this one program. Okay, so you can observe here a program for C is equal to A plus B. In A you are having what? 5. In B you are having what? 8. So 5 plus 8, that is the 13. 13 is stored into whatever C. Okay, so in the result C is equal to 13 you are getting. Okay, so first A, move A, R0, that is the 5. Move add B, R0, that is the 8. So you can add this one, A plus B, you are performing here. So whatever they add the contents of location B to the register R0. Okay, means what? That is the 5 plus 8. Okay, so whatever that 5 is there, it will move on to the what? To register R0. So then you can take one more number, that is the 8. So 8 plus that R0, that is the 5. Okay, so 13. So you can add this one. So whatever that result is there, R0. So that will move to the what? C, location C. So that is 13 is the answer. Okay, so this is the diagram they are given. Okay, so next, if you want to do this one, you are having what? Following steps. So I have written here some steps, execution steps. I hope you will understand this one. Step 1, program counter, that is the PC short form. Program counter holds the address 0. So means what? Whatever that I is there first, so that is the 0 initial execution part. So fetches the instruction at address 0. So whatever that hold address is there, first you have to fetch that instruction at address 0. Fetches operand A and executes the instruction. You are executing there. Okay. So you are taking one number, that is the operand A. So execute the instruction, then increment the program counter to 4. So I plus 4, that is the second part execution. So step 2, whatever that program counter PC holds at address 4, okay, so fetches instruction at address 4, then fetches the operand B and executes the program. Then increment the program counter by what? A. So first step you are taking the 0, then 0 plus 4, then 4 plus 4, that is the 8, that is the I is equal to 0, I is equal to I plus 4, okay, so then I plus 8. It will increment the program counter by 8. Step 3, PC holds the address, fetches the instruction and at address 8, executes the instruction fetch and you have to execute. And store the result in location C. Store the result in location C. So whatever you have taken that figure A, B, C, so these are the steps you have to follow. Okay. So you can take any numbers, you can add or you can subtract or you can division or you can multiply. So these are the execution steps you have to follow. So first step is what? Fetch the instruction, and second step is what? You have to execute. So once you are going to execute that one, so then you have to increment by 4, then you have to increment by what? Plus 4, then again same process, fetch and execute. So every time you have to fetch it and execute it. So whatever that instruction is there, you have to fetch that address, then execute the instruction. Then you have to increment by 4. Then whatever that final result is there, adding that two numbers will be stored in the third variable, that is the C. So C is equal to A plus B. So this is what your program steps you have to follow. So whatever you have taken that diagram, so that diagram or that figure execution steps are given here. So step 1, PC holds the address 0, fetches the instruction, fetches the operand A, executes the instruction, increment is to 4. Step 2, PC holds address 4, fetches instruction at address 4, fetches operand B, executes the program and increments PC by 8. And step 3, PC holds the address 8, fetches the instruction at address 8, executes the instruction and store the result in location 3. C. Okay, so these are the steps and these are the instruction execution, fetch phase and execution phase. So whatever you are studied here, so you have to write it in a execution steps. Okay, so these are the execution straight line sequencing. So this is a figure. And this is the possible conditions occurs in what? Memory location, processor register and register input output device. So this is the register transfer notation. And this one is the computer must have instructions, 4 types of the operations. Okay, so today we will stop here. So in the next class we will discuss one more concept or new concept. So thank you so much for attending the sessions. Okay, thank you.